Or at least that one was mercifully short. I've just realised how I can find these holes, because you can see the path is going into it, visible on the map there. The second one, the path is going into it, visible on the map there, so I just need to look for where the path goes into the fence. Game design. A toaster! Yay! Glad toast still exists here. Be a really post-apocalyptic world in California if toast didn't exist. A law rocket stuck in a toaster. Come on, this is just getting unrealistic. More dogs. I cannot believe how much damage these dogs do. Look at this. It's like one hit Rose twice for 40 damage each. It's like they've gone, oh, we need to make these dogs a threat. Let's give them titanium teeth. That is the only thing keeping them out. When apparently they managed to get through frickin' holes in the wall. Or they either created the holes or they just went through them. But if they created them, then this gate's not going to hold shit.
Echo 1, this is Santa Fe Base.
Uh-huh.
Picking up a new frequency. This gang seems to have a pretty powerful transmitter. Might be worthwhile checking out, but, well, they sure are a bit strange.
Compared to the others.
They're called the Manorites. Patching in now.
Hello, Los Angeles. Today, with your kind permission, I'd like to put aside our usual call-in format and talk to you about what we're up to down here at the Angel Oracle. Some see our grand edifice and wonder if we're a cult. Some see our martial politeness patrols and wonder if we're a gang. Others express confusion about our message, mistaking our civility and gentility for pacifism. Well, let me put all that to rest. We are not a cult. We are not a gang. And while it is true that we try to be kind and considerate people, that does not mean we let the uncouth and ungracious walk all over us. That kind of rudeness will not be tolerated, and we have the guns to express our disapproval in the strongest terms. Our message is quite simple, really. Etiquette is the soul of civilization. It's easy to forget that we're all just trying the best we can in this fallen world. When you let go of your manners, you become little better than a beast. And I assure you, if you act like a beast, we will be glad to treat you as one. We hope, however, that you won't, because we care about you, Los Angeles. We really do. That's why we want to invite you to come down to the Angel Oracle and see our better way. We refuse to let the end of civilization be an excuse for a lack of civilization. Don't let fear make you a monster. Join us, and we'll teach you how to politely show fear the door and never invite it back. Right. That's all for now. Tune in soon for our next show. Stay polite, Los Angeles.
Jesus Christ. Another level up. What? What? I can't go over this little bump, or that little... That is fucking stupid. That is stupid. I've got to go the long way round. Go on then, Gary, and fix the next one. I think there's one left. I don't think I've done one on the right side of the map. So I should get another call from... There it is.
Found another frequency. Don't know who this crankcase is, but he sure as shit has a mad-on for Matthias. Near as I can tell, his name is Dugan. Patching in now.
That name rings a bell.
Pathetic meatbags of Los Angeles.
Bloody hell.
Listen to your overlord. No one can save you from being ground beneath the iron-shod feet of my robot army. The Manorites cannot save you. The God's militia cannot save you. And that lying half-man who calls himself Matthias certainly cannot save you. Only immediate and total obedience to my commands will spare you the fate that awaits the rest of humanity. Its utter and complete destruction. I, Dugan, shall rule the future. I, Dugan, shall be master of an Earth free biological life.
Join us, and you won't be considered biological life, apparently.
From the mightiest trees to the smallest...
So why are you broadcasting it? Why are you doing a fear speech?
Until this planet is nothing more than one great roaring factory for the building of more robots. That's right. There is no hope.
I cannot be bothered to listen to this anymore. Why is he doing a fear speech to sort of encourage you to join him when he keeps saying, oh, I'm going to destroy everything, every living thing, every tree, every plant, everything in the world destroyed.
Echo 1, this is Santa Fe base. Go ahead.
But, you know, if you join me, that won't be the case, right? We've secured the perimeter. Stop sending us radio broadcasts.
10-4, Echo 1. Perimeter secured. Well done. That'll make it a whole lot more likely we'll still be here when the support team shows up.
We're the support team.
If they ever do. Listen, Echo 1, one more thing. I think Captain Carlson's getting pretty close to a retirement. You might want to return to base before he goes. Santa Fe base out.
You're the only person here. Why do you need to say, oh, Santa Fe base out? I think he just really likes that name, and so he's just using it whenever he can. Alright, here we go. What's up, Woody? Oh. About time you closed those gaps. Wasn't sure I was gonna hold on till you were through. Now, anything you want to ask before I cash in my chips? Which is, you know, a very sort of Nevada thing to say, or Arizona, I guess, sort of. But it's a phrase that's been obsolete for like 200 years. Why would he say? Sorry, I'm being really critical of this. Our mission here in Los Angeles, for instance, or maybe you want to know about our chopper going down to Seal Beach and the whole crew with it. What happened to the chopper crew? Guessing they're all dead. Try to raise the down chopper on the radio. No answer. Not a goddamn peep. What do you know about Seal Beach? Heard the same thing you heard in Arizona. The flyover, the robots, the missile, whatever. Sent a team south on foot to try and find them. Ran into heavy radiation. Had to turn back. Maybe you'll find some way through. We didn't get the chance. How strong's the radiation? Strong. Even with the rad suits Captain provided, the radiation was too intense. You're gonna need to re-establish contact with Ranger Citadel and talk to Captain in order to figure out a new plan. What can you tell me about the missile? I'm afraid I don't know any more than you do. Thought all the missiles were used up in the war. What do you know about the robots? They're ruthless, even more so than humans. You gotta find out what their endgame is. We just heard it on the radio. It's destroying everything, and yet somehow trying to use that as a way to convince people to join them. What's the mission? Pretty basic. First off, you're gonna need to upgrade your rad suits in order to make your way around California. So ask Woodson for the details. Second, hook up a repeater unit to the radio tower at Griffith so we can re-establish contact with Citadel Base. Third, find out what you can about the broadcast we heard back in AZ and determine their threat level. Fourth, find a way to get to Seal Beach, find out what happened to Team Foxtrot, and get the bastards who did it. And last but not least, help the locals and spread the name and fame of the Desert Rangers. Let the people know that we are a force for good in this rotten world. Hang on, Killer. Just one little thing. Why is your moustache so... Oh, he's sorry, boys. Think I'm checking out. Hurts like... Damn it. Put me in the same grave as my men. It's a sad day, Rangers. We never knew a man more alive than old Killer Carlson. Ironic, really. You shouldn't have called him... You know that if you call someone, oh, he's the most alive person in the world, oh, he's dead. Listen, I'll take care of burying him and all that. Carson gave you your marching orders before he died, so let's get to it. You need to hook up a repeater unit. Yeah. We've been through this. He literally just told us. Cat litter? What? Before we left Arizona, Captain taught me a technique to upgrade rad suits using cat litter. I'm going to need as much cat litter as you can find. To be precise, I need 56 pounds of it. It's roughly 7 bags of litter. Getting to that tower and re-establishing comms is also the key to reaching Seal Beach and finding out what happened to Foxtrot. Seal Beach lies beyond the southern radiation wall, which has even more intense radiation than the northern wall. Our captain mentioned that for radiation levels that deadly, we'd need to get our hands on some medical grade zeolite, not the low grade stuff you find in cat litter. Lucky for us, we've been hearing some radio chatter from Griffith about a group that calls themselves the Gods Militia, and it sounds like they're stockpiling zeolite for themselves. You'd already be in the neighborhood. If you could strike a bargain with them for some zeolite, you'd be killing 2 birds with 1 stone. I just need to discuss the details with Captain so I can upgrade your rad suits with the right stuff and send you safely past the southern radiation wall. So much talking! All the meanwhile, you'll need to keep tracking down the other crazies beyond the broadcast we've been getting and assess their threat. Help the locals. I know that's asking a lot, but it's not like I've already been going through all this stuff for 40 hours already, so... Oh, I could have just picked them, you know. Oh, that's... Okay. I wonder if I can actually lock up the gate or not. I gave you a total of 3 repeater units. You only need 1 for the tower in Griffith, but if you can hook up the other 220 local transmitters in the area, it will boost our local transmitting range and let even more people know we're here to help. Before you wander too far away, let's do a radio check a couple of miles out. If you got a good enough signal, I'll start letting LA know we're here and ready to help. Oh, so much talking. You want us to collect cat litter, although you've already made it clear that zeolite is in it, and apparently zeolite helps with the radiation. Perfect for my I'm going to put cat litter in my breathing masks. You know, the problem with radiation isn't breathing it in. The problem with radiation is that it goes through stuff and irradiates things, killing cells. I believe is the problem with radiation. It's not a toxic gas. What do you know about the locals? We passed over lots of small farms and communities as we flew into LA, all heavily fortified. If they're building walls, then they're defending themselves against something. And if they're defending themselves, we got a job to do. I'll call you as soon as I start picking up distress calls. Until then, just get out there and do your best. Alright, well, I'm going to be leaving it there. Thank you very much for watching. I'll be back with more soon, and hopefully there'll be less talking. Catch you later.